I'm so exhausted. I really think I am a really strong girl, a woman. I've really been doing a lot of crazy stuff in my life. And you have broke me down on a hike on 3 days, like.
We have just arrived to a place called Jämtlandstriangeln here in Sweden, and there's a trip or hike that you take during 3 days mostly. It's most common known for that. And when we drove up here with the car, Christina thought we were going like on a walk / hike, and when she saw the snowy mountains behind us, she was like, "Are you kidding me? Is that where we're going?" And I was like, "Yeah." So she's really unprepared, obviously, and I'm quite nervous because I don't want to break her. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but I really hope she doesn't hate me after this. Let's see.
So we at least started off as friends, and we brought our friends Stefan and Linnea to join us for the hike. The views from up here are breathtaking, and not only the nature but the animals living here as well. All of a sudden there's reindeers walking right past you. And the water was freezing cold because it's actually melted snow from the mountains. But of course, Tuss didn't mind at all. The conditions can change quite quickly in the mountains. We went from really sunny and happy to, well, stormy and snowy and moody. But after all, the hike is not about the end goal, it's about everything in between start to finish. And there's almost nothing that can't be fixed with a hot cup of tea. It's not only the mountains and the rain that was challenging for Christina. She also had her own fight within. Christina has been battling high amounts of stress during the last 7 years, and that has resulted in highly inflamed skin. She's going through a healing process of that right now and getting better, but she's of course really insecure about it. And we were so close to never publish this video, but decided to be honest and show you the reality. We took breaks when we felt like it, ate and rested. And even if we mostly ate snacks, it's important to eat your greens as well. The first day was a really big challenge, especially for Christina. It rained constantly. But it was so impressive to see her keep fighting, even though I knew she was like really hurting inside.
Guys, I think I'm this close to being single right now. She's not in a good mood, and I totally understand her. She's never done this before, so she's way up there now, walking ahead of me, just focused, and yeah. Let's go on.
After a few hours of walking, we reached our end goal for the day, Blåhammarens fjällstation, which actually is the highest place mountain station in Sweden. We set up our tents, crawled inside, and then Stefan and Linnea cooked us a dinner. It's called renskav, which is reindeer meat mixed with vegetables and coconut milk. But after dinner we decided that our day shouldn't end here. So we hiked up the mountain to the highest peak to watch the sunset together. From up here we could actually see all the way to Norway, and Tuss was really taking in the view. Stefan is one of my best friends, and I'm so happy that I got to share these kind of moments with him. He has the same passion for outdoor life and photography at the same time. In my opinion, the best combination. Day 2. Even though we slept quite bad, we were in a good mood. The sun was shining and we had a beautiful walk ahead of us, about 19 kilometers to the next mountain station. How is everyone feeling?
Perfect.
Good.
Good.
This is wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. Was it the same mood yesterday?
Absolutely.
No, it was raining yesterday. A lot.
How you experienced the Swedish wilderness?
Quite different, I would say, from what I know. It's like taking out of a movie or something.
One of the best parts about hiking here is that you don't need to carry any drinking water. You can just drink the water right from the stream. And it has a really fresh taste of rock and earth. How is it going, guys? It's not easy getting a Siberian husky tired. But after all this hiking, she was exhausted. The thing about hiking is a bit weird when you actually think about it. You just walk from point A to point B with a really heavy backpack. But for me it's almost like meditation. It gives me time to reflect, and for every step I take I get to know myself a bit better. This was Christina's first hike ever, and for a Danish person, she actually had no idea what she was getting herself into.
are you?
Afraid of getting wet.
Is it one thing we as Swedish people are good at? Is taking breaks and having the traditional Swedish fika.
Healthy chips.
Swedish fika.
Swedish fika. My feet is hurting my health. It's perfect.
We are going where?
Just now.
Yes. She's pointing at the station. Eyes up. Yeah. We see it, but it's still like 1.5 hours away, I think. How do you feel about that?
It will hurt more than it does now. So.
Positive thinking.
But you have promised me some foot massage, so it's okay.
Did I? Okay.
I am in pain, but I am also strangely happy. I feel alive.
The sun started to set, and our shadows grew longer. The golden light spread over the valley, and the more tired we got, the less talking we did. These places are so remote that you can't get here by car. So everything that's needed to keep the mountain station up and running needs to be flown in by helicopters. So everything from toilet paper to heavy machinery.
Okay, so we hiked, I think it was 5 hours yesterday, and now we've hiked for almost 12. Like, yeah, we stopped a while during the road, but I'm so exhausted, I can't feel my legs, but yeah, I'm just so happy to be here, and me and Christina have found a really good spot to put up the tent, so I'm gonna do that. It's now 9:30 in the evening, and the sun is still really bright. So we're gonna put up the tent, take out our sleeping bags, and just, yeah, okay. And Stefan and Linnea are not taking us out for dinner, but cooking dinner at their tent. So we're gonna go up to them and then just curl into our sleeping bags and call it a day, and then start fresh tomorrow.
The next day we waved Stefan and Linnea goodbye. They decided to stay another day, while Christina and me continued. At this point her feet were hurting so bad that she had to remove her shoes. And then we actually saw how bad it was.
I don't want you to feel like crying.
How are you, sweetie? Are you enjoying your first hike?
You're so annoying. I'm so exhausted. I really think I am a really strong girl, a woman. I've really been doing a lot of crazy stuff in my life. And you have broke me down on a hike on 3 days. Like, oh my god, I'm so exhausted. You're just laughing. Oh, you idiot. We haven't slept for 3 days. I'm so tired. Stop laughing. But isn't that true when you see that kind of cabins?
Yeah.
Is meaning halfway?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She was right. The cabins indicate that we have walked half the distance we needed that day. Now we only had 8 kilometers left.
to look down. That's the trick,
Yeah.
right?
That's the trick.
Need to look down.
Come here, just.
It's so shaggy. Oh, you okay, Tess?
How are you, honey?
It's a bit shaggy.
A bit?
A bit. It's just a person standing like this. You feel you could just fall over. Did I say I'm afraid of heights?
Now you did.
Why did I choose this lifestyle? Like,
Come on. Pretty good, man.
Even though our bodies were hurting like hell, someone was really enjoying her freedom. And at the bottom of the mountain behind her, we saw the station. The end of our journey.
er virkelig det bedste i hele verden at være tilbage.
You know speaking Danish, right?
Hvad?
You know you're speaking Danish?
Ja, fordi jeg er så træt, at jeg ikke kan snakke engelsk.
And a few kilometers later, there it was, Storulvån.
How do you feel to be back?
It's so good. It's so good. Oh my god.
We made it!
I don't know if I want to cry or laugh. I'm so tired. Oh, it's so good.
What do you want to say to the people that are going to hike maybe in the future?
Have 2 shoes with you. And
Is there anything wrong with yours?
and that your boyfriend know what you're actually walking into.
You're blaming me?
Yeah. And do it is wonderful. You're going to be so happy when you've done it.
Yeah, we haven't slept for 3 days, so we're both quite anxious to get back, I think, right? So yeah, like Christina said, it's hard work, but it's so worth it. So if you're ever nearby or thinking about hiking maybe, do it. So yeah, thank you for watching.